We're going to cover 8 things that I wish I knew as a realtor when I first started, or maybe you have started and you're not having much success. We're going to cover 8 things that you definitely need to know before you start cashing in those checks. Without further ado, let's get to the video. All right, these are in no particular order. These are things that I've learned over 21 years in business. And, it's something, they're little things, but you need to know them. Number 1, you are in a sales business. Seems pretty obvious. A lot of real estate agents don't understand that they're in sales. They think they're in like some Instagram modeling business, or, they're in some I don't know. I don't know, because they're definitely not in sales. See, back in the day, before social media, before all the real estate agents were all up in their videos, their own listing videos and all that kind of stuff, look, you had to pick up the phone and get rejected. You had to knock on doors. You had to go and do all these things, right? I know some of us are lucky. Maybe you're a very good looking person with a lot of following, and you're going to pick up your phone, you're going to make a video, and everyone's going to hit you up. God bless you, man. There's also people that can jump 4 feet and make the NBA. God bless you too. That's not me though. Either one of them, right? And I would say a lot of people don't have that privilege. A lot of you didn't come up with a huge network that your mom and dad had. Not me. I didn't have that. I didn't have no silver spoon, man. Did you? If you didn't have a silver spoon, let me know in the comments. We're one tribe, man. Come on. Average is the enemy. Love that line. It's not mine, but you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments, right? Subscribe to the channel. Give me some love so I can bring you some heat. So you're going to have to make the dials, right? You are in the sales game, period. And sales you got to have the art of persuasion, not manipulation, but people are going to have their fears. So you're going to have to learn how to remove those fears. Okay? So just know you're in sales. Number 2, habits. See, the difference between agents that are successful and the ones that are struggling is successful agents and successful people simply have better habits. We like to blame the world, but we don't look in the mirror. That person that you see in the mirror is the one that has the habits, good or bad. And good habits done on a long enough period of time will get you success. It's a universal law. No man, woman, or child could take it away, because that law is from the fundamental place. Then power is higher than you and I. Repetition is the skill. Habits get you ahead. No long talk. That's all I got to say. Step 3. So one thing that really helped me is knowing real estate. A lot of people don't know their product. They don't understand cap rate. They don't understand how interest rates work, both fixed and variable. We don't understand mortgages. We kind of give that away to a mortgage broker when we need to know the ratios, the GDS, the TDS ratios. What's ROI? What's cash on cash? Know real estate. That's just a principle, man. You don't go to a doctor that doesn't know medicine. This seems obvious, right? But the barrier to entry in real estate is very, very low. A lot of people can get the real estate license like that. And we don't know people skill. We don't know real estate. We don't know any of it. None of it. And you're selling stuff you don't know. But ain't that hard? I got good news for you, man. Start researching. How do I calculate ROI? You have AI now. AI could be your best friend. ChatGPT, Claude, even better. You can YouTube it. How do I make those calculations? How do I calculate cap rate? How do I do this? Now, on the other level is also on a micro level where you need to know your market. You need to know your market. Where the new listings are coming up, how many days on market, what's the months of inventory in that area, what's the turnover, What's the list to sale ratio? If these words seem like a different language to you, you got to up your real estate game, because people come to you and you need to be the expert. A lot of us focus on showing kitchens, driving fancy cars, getting buyers in those fancy cars, and then just talking about how all the quartz countertops and the 10-foot ceilings, but you know nothing about the money, man. And real estate is the biggest asset that person's going to buy, and we know nothing about the money. What? Learn the game. Teach the game. You're going to get more referrals than you can ever count, and you don't have to buy a closing gift because you are the expert realtor. You're not buying their gifts. You're not buying their time. Nah. After you see a doctor doesn't give you a champagne bottle. I mean, you could. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm trying to get in your head. That's not real estate. You thank the doctor because the pills he or she prescribed is making you better. You pop them. You feel good. You don't have the flu anymore. You got the operation. Your arm works. You get what I'm saying? Thank you, Rick. The house you told me to buy just grew by $200,000. Okay, this is what we're going to do with the $200,000 we just made. Like, come on, y'all. All right. Once you know real estate, I'm trying not to be biased, but I would join a cloud brokerage. The brick and mortar brokerage is done. The writing's on the wall. If you are serious about your business, there is so much advantage of a cloud brokerage. You need to do your research. So if I was doing real estate today, I would not join a Remax, a Keller Williams. Actually, today, I'm dating the video, but there was just an announcement that Remax just got bought by Real, which is a cloud brokerage. Like what? The writing's on the wall. But I don't want to make this video. If you want me to make a video on that, just let me know in the comments. And while you're sending a comment, just give me a like, subscribe. I would join the cloud brokerage. I don't know about you. So, yeah, this is very important. I made a video on this. If you follow this channel, I'm big on investing back in myself and in my business. But I'm also big in doing that after you work for free leads. So work your sphere of influence. A lot of people skip that step. I was guilty of it too. I started working with strangers because I was afraid to get rejected by the people that I knew. If you feel me, you know what I'm talking about. So I was in the same boat. But now I have experience and I'm looking back. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm giving that advice to you. When I fixed that, my real estate business exploded. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to your free leads, which is called your sphere of influence. You don't have to pay for those people. And now you close some deals with them and then you invest back in your business. And now you can work with strangers with house money, right? Let's say marketing costs you $10,000. Well, instead of taking a $10,000 on your credit card, go close a deal with $20,000 and put that $10,000 in your business. You know what I'm saying? Simple. Not rocket science. The other thing I would do is master your presentation. Master your presentations. Know what a seller wants. Know what a buyer wants. A lot of real estate agents are out there. They want to work with buyers. They want to work with sellers, but they don't know what a seller wants. They don't know what a buyer wants. If you don't know what somebody wants, they're not going to sign up with you. Know real estate. Know what they want, man. This ain't for, this ain't for the weak at heart. If you want to win chips, you got to practice. Okay? Got to know what they want. And if you watch this channel, you will know. I repeat it in almost every video. Sellers want buyers and buyers want options, which are off-market properties. That's it. If you know that and if you internalize that, your business is going to go skyrocket. Now, no matter how good your presentations are, the seventh thing on this list, I don't even know what order we went in, is you got to learn how to handle objections. There is a technique on handling objections. Most agents get butt hurt and they don't handle objections very well. That is not a good way of doing business. They'll get into arguments and friction with their buyers or their sellers and all that kind of stuff. And that comes from your ego. Your ego is not your amigo. What you have to understand is your prospect that you're trying to turn into a client is processing. And sometimes in that processing, they need a soundboard. So they are saying objections like the price is too high. The price is too low. The commission is too high. I want to work with a bunch of realtors, not just you. What's the benefit? That doesn't mean you're going to, oh my God, I'm not a discount broker. I charge highest commissions. Like, yeah, come on, man. Ego's not your amigo. You want to go through that processing with them. Hey, I totally understand that. I understand that you think, the commission is too high. Actually, you're not the only one that's ever thought that before. Now, besides the commission being too high, is there anything else that's stopping us from doing business today? Okay. No, everything else is fine. Perfect. Okay. So if we can cover this commission thing, can we move forward and get the paperwork signed today? Yeah, sure, Rick. Okay. So here's your options. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So this is not a video on how to handle a commission thing, but I just kind of give you some fire, and you want to handle all objections in that rhythm. Okay. You want to make sure you understand them. Then you want to cushion the objection. Then you want to isolate the objection. Then you want to solve the objection. And then you want to get back into the sales process. Man, this stuff is not hard. And if you keep watching these videos, you're going to learn it and you're going to be a pro. This like taking candy from a baby. The 8th thing that everybody needs to do is they need to prospect. I covered this in the beginning of this video, and I want to end it with this. You are in sales. Prospecting is a minimum thing you need to do. I don't care where the leads come from. You got to call them. Even if they come from your Instagram, you got to call them. If you're going to door knock, you got to talk to them. If you're doing cold outreach, you got to call them. If you're calling your sphere, you got to call them. You got to contact them. You got to have conversations. 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's it. If you just do that, 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, it ain't that much. When you're working your 9 to 5, you would go do that for 8 hours. I'm asking you to give yourself 2 hours a day, pick up the phone. There's going to come a time where you're actually going to like prospecting. I promise you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. These are the 8 things that I would have done if I'm starting all over in real estate. Catch you in the next one.